Hello, cats. Um, Today's one is gonna be a long one. Um, I was really thinking what to do with my first video for my YouTube channel. Uh, and I think the best thing is to start with just ending one year and beginning with a new one, and really working with the energy at the moment. Now, uh, disclaimer. This video is gonna be about the eclipse in Aquarius and the starting of the fire horse. And it's just a lot at the moment. So I want you to take in consideration what is being released. And because for me, this is my fourth house, I have connected with a lot from my past, and I have understood that I have a lot more at my disposal, and I'm releasing all kinds of projections set upon me by the world and society. So whoever is watching this, it is a very important time for you to maybe do the same and understand that we are not our past, we are not what people expect of us, we are unique in our own expression. Now, I prepared things here, and I was gonna say something else, but Mercury in Pisces. One of the things which I have prepared is a goodie bag full of stuff, which I'll be using to channel with the tarots. But before I begin with anything, I'm gonna go with asking ancestors, spirit guides, everything which helps me, Jesus and Hecate, and all the spirits which are associated with Palo Santo, to assist me in creating a holy space which is only available for us, so the information can come clearly for all of us. May we all be cleansed of everything from before, and whatever has had to go, may we use love to release it with even more understanding, compassion, and empathy. Whoever you are, wherever you're watching from, I want you to know that you deserve everything good in life, that you are perfect just as you are, and just I hope the upcoming year is gonna be very good for you, because you deserve it, just like anyone else on earth deserves good things. So let's all pray for humanity, for love, compassion, world peace, and working together so that we can assist Gaia and every realm in coexistence and working with love and not with polarity. Because for the spiritual people, they know we don't exist outside ourselves. We are all one being which has split so that it cannot be alone. Thank you, Hecate and Jesus, for being here with me today. Let's see. Let me just start with something very important. As above, so below. As below, so above. Shahakata. May all the information be clear, white, easy to understand, and be exactly what the person watching needs. Now, I want to point out something else. How do you choose your groups? Your group is chosen by your date of birth. And it's possible that you have only one group, or maybe even 3. This depends on your numerology. So if you have, let's say, I'm born on the 27th of August, 1997. So I am a 9. My year of birth is an 8, and the combined is a 7. So I will have messages in 3 piles, 9, 8, and 7. Check exactly which your big 3 numerology is, and that way you'll be able to know exactly which piles are for you, which groups. And another thing is I've prepared a message for all of you for the upcoming year, which is gonna come from this box. And this is a very nice box. I love this box a lot. And I've prepared a little gift for all of you, which is inside this box. We have, I don't know, I think this was selenite, and we have smoky quartz somewhere here, black tourmaline, obsidian. So yeah, and you saw I had some dice, which I'll be using as well, because today I really want to help you connect with 2 sides of you without having to pressure yourself into being something which you're not, but also understanding that our sides, we're both light and dark, and some people like to go into only the light and create rigidity for themselves. Some people like to go in the dark and yet again create rigidity for themselves. And I want to remind all of you that we are here to help each other, to not take from each other, to not steal, and to not put anyone else above us, but also not to put ourselves below anyone else. And I'll be using a dice which has very interesting things on it. So each pile I'll be playing with the dice, and I'll be telling you what is coming up. And the message here is, because we have the box, defend your sacred sexuality. This is my first message. All the groups will have songs, but for all the groups I've chosen one specific song, which is Selena Gomez's Revival. So we're all being reborn. We've all been reborn already back in January. So yeah, I guess we need to begin. Hello, I am back after a food break, and I know that you're pile 1, but because of Mercury's movement in Pisces, pile pile 4 turned out to be like pile 1 turned out to be pile 4, and pile 2 turned out to be pile 5. I don't think you should really go watch them. I will put a disclaimer that there was a bit of a mashup, which is totally normal for Mercury and Pisces. It's more like just going with the energy. And especially with me having my Mercury in Virgo, making mistakes. And not mistakes, rather, we can't control everything. Everything can be in order constantly. So maybe this is very important for you, pile 1, that you must learn that not everything must be in order. Not everything must follow specific orders. Sometimes things happen and things must be reordered, or we hear something but something else is being said. So yeah, let's go, pile 1, the real pile 1. Temperance, healing, alchemizing energy. All right, we'll see what's happening here. My earring is itching a bit. The creator. You're learning how to create your reality through alchemy. The bridge. And the judge. I feel like you're connecting two different realities together. And it's coming from the point of understanding of no absolute truth is correct. Because my truth is different than yours, and your friend's truth is different than mine. So you're coming in this new alchemizing process of, all right, well, it doesn't really matter what people are expressing as their absolute truth, for I am the creator. How can I bridge these two realities through alchemy, alchemizing processes, so that I can not be judgmental of how things should be, rather connect them to balance things out. I think you have a very high understanding of how connections work. And yeah, I won't dwell on this too much for now. We'll see what's happening with this, with the tarot. But definitely you're undergoing a process of alchemizing things. Okay, at the moment you're not very aware that you are actually doing that. It's like you might be doing it unintentionally. And I want you to be mindful of what you judge to be good or bad, because you might not know the full story. And you're coming from the point of perspective of your own moral understanding. Two of Wands. What's affecting you? Choices and the path ahead. How you want things to happen. I feel like you might have a very good understanding that you create your reality through alchemizing processes. And what's affecting you is, where do I want this reality to go? How do I want things to happen? And the basic information is Wheel of Fortune reversed. I feel like you understood that if you only use your own perception and understanding of your reality and try to create from that way, you are gonna be experiencing, you're not gonna be experiencing anything, because you're not coming from the perspective of balance for all. Rather, you're coming from the perspective of this side only. And at the moment, you're alchemizing that. At the moment, I think you're working with the brain a lot and just impulsivity, higher knowledge, which is energy. And maybe you don't even know that you're the creator. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're very new to spirituality, or maybe you like to control things and say how things will be only by the way you understand them, not by what's important for the collective. So if you're someone who's only seeking to gain for themselves, the universe shall not provide. And now you're being taught, well, this must happen this way, that thing must happen that way. In the near past, we have the Father of Swords. Either you or someone else was very manipulative. They used their words incorrectly. Not manipulation exactly. Rather, they didn't use their full potential of intelligence at the task which was at hand back then. And they did not cut through illusions. They did not stop illusions for what was happening. Let me see if this is working. Yeah, it's working, sorry. And now, because of that, I'm hearing, oh, I was really scared about something, and now I see that it didn't happen. And I'm confused, like, wasn't this supposed to happen? Like, no. Because even if you feel fear inside yourself and you can't control your nervous system and how you create the world, there are other energies helping, let's say it. So we're constantly balancing out things. In the now, yet again, you're not very aware. Son of Pentacles. You are moving very slowly on this journey. And you might feel like nothing is happening, but in reality, a lot is happening. You just have not recognized your power truly. And at the moment, you're really working with taking appropriate steps for what's to come, even if you don't know it, because you are the creator and you have these territories which you control. Maybe you don't even know, and you maintain them. Unconsciously you maintain them because this is how you are, but you don't even know. In the near future, very good, the star. Optimism is optimism, healing, and just feeling lucky. Stardom is coming back to you. Maybe you've been feeling very low, and now the steps you're taking, which are a bit unconscious, are good for you. This alchemizing of energy is very good for you because it will bring lots of healing. So just so you know, continue on this journey, and this is very soon. You might be going viral if you're into social media or something. You're doing great. You're doing perfect. Take time for yourself to recognize how you work as an energetic field. This is the card of Aquarius, so exactly as the time is this eclipse in Aquarius. Yeah, your biggest strength, which you don't know. Do you even know how you work, human being? Don't worry. I have no idea how I work myself a lot of the time, but I just do stuff, so that's fine. Father of Pentacles. Your biggest strength is that you might be a bit stingy and you don't really like to give away your things to others, which I know that it can be a bad thing, but here it comes out as a good thing. It's like, well, I like things to stay with me. I know how to look after things by myself. I know how to work with resources, and I see that others don't really know how to do that. So I'm not just gonna spread around the things I have because they can't use them properly. So it's better for me to use them, at least I know what I'm doing. And this again is, you're not even aware that you do that, it's just how you are. The biggest problem is the Empress reversed. You're not very nurturing, do you know that? It's not like you're not nurturing, but sometimes you can be so tough on others, so critical and demanding, and expecting everyone to be just as good, if not better than you. And just because you've been given grace to be that good does not give you the power to be someone who is just like, well, I uh I I expect everyone to be better or just like me. The surrounding energy. Nothing new is happening around you. Same old, same old. And you might be feeling a bit stuck there. Maybe you're just like wanting some new things to happen, or people around you want new things to happen, but nothing's really happening. This can be good and not so good at the same time. It depends on how you view it. I feel like this is a good opportunity for you to recognize why nothing is happening, because this is a period of you bridging new realities. Father of Pentacles. 1 second, please. What was this then? Yeah, I stand behind what I said. And now the advice is start giving away more of your resources. You might be someone who has resources, and the advice is look after communities. If you feel like nothing is happening in your life or there is nothing for you to do, create things for others to do. That way you will feel fulfilled, that at least in externally you can sense and see how others are experiencing a better life just because you have provided these options for them. And be more nurturing towards your family, and don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. Now, if you continue on this journey, the likely outcome is that yet again nothing will really happen, because I don't think that you're even creating your reality. I don't think you're aware that you even do that. So I don't know if you have any dreams, and if you don't, it's time for you to Write down what you want the world to have. Think globally, do locally. Because you might be constantly feeling like emotionally unfulfilled. And that's because maybe it won't come externally from, it won't come internally from achievements, rather, it will come externally from assisting others. I know that I am a person who loves to assist others, and that way I feel very fulfilled emotionally, specifically emotionally. And maybe you need to consider that option, especially with not being stingy. Find a yacht club, for example, of people who are in your field and mentor them. I think this will bring you joy. If you don't have any idea what to do, let me give you an idea. Find young people to mentor and provide them with opportunities of what to do and what not to do. Meet them with the right people and tell them the ways of your craft. That way, they can help you out as well, because young people have new ideas and new ways of thinking, which even your masterminds can benefit from. Let's see. Now, as I told the other pals, I love sexuality, and sexuality is something which is very important, but we shouldn't be spreading our energy here and there and so whatsoever. We must be very mindful of what we do with our sexuality. And here, I have this dice, which, let me see what this is. Why is everybody getting the toys? Everybody's getting the toys. The message here is, Spirit is saying, you're constantly trying to push your ego to be the spirit, and your spirit is your ego, and Spirit is saying, can we please, like, get out of there? That's my spot. I need to be behind the scenes while you work outside. And you're like, no, I'm just gonna have all my ego hidden and just everyone's gonna see my soul. That's it. And I am not sure that you might be feeling very disconnected just because of that. Because you've changed things. Instead of like showing an ego and working with the soul from the background, you've done the opposite, which is not the worst because you're not exactly masking, but you have no defenses. Let's say it like that. And it's not like we need to mask to defend anything. Rather, it's you're not giving room for Spirit to help you create. You're actually an embodiment of your soul in the 3D reality, but you're creating from the point of ego in the background. It's very interesting energy. Let me see what you have here. The controller. Okay. I think you kind of know that you have lots of power, especially in the VR. Let's call it like that. And you control a lot of things. But yet again, are you really controlling those things, or are those things controlling you to be controlled by them? What? Yeah, that's the message which came up. Thank you, Real Pile 1. Yeah, stay safe, and I'll be seeing you when I'm seeing you. Hello, Pile 2. This was such a weird way of saying it. Hello, Pile 2. Ace of Wands. New energy is around you. New energy is around you. I feel like you've been inspired from the background. You've been lit. It's like maybe you have a whole new sense of purpose. Let's see the cards. Heart, safety, comfort. So, SOW. Planning. Setting intentions came up reversed. Spring. Rebirth. The universe has brought new information to you. For you to rebuild your life and to know how you do that. My bells are ringing. Maybe you need to cleanse or to defend, not defend, rather to cleanse your energy more often. But I don't think you see it that way. I feel like you are being created by the world and that's it. This amazing phrase of life doesn't you don't create life and live life, life lives you. Let's see what's happening here. Six of Cups reversed. You're in this position, looking towards the future without noticing the past. Nine of Wands reversed. What's affecting healing? And Knight of Swords reversed. You're not rushing it. I like that. You're not rushing it. There is this sense of somehow I'm gonna be healed by external forces, so I don't really need to be doing anything. Which indeed you have like guides and people helping you, but that doesn't mean that you should be just, I put my hands up in the air and that's it. Like I don't have any control over anything. The past is past, I don't care. I'm just gonna go with whatever. I think you need to recognize what has happened in your past, whatever it is, so that you are the creator of your future. So that you know why you're being reborn again. In the near past, the Magician, reversed. Either you or someone around you, this can be Gemini and Virgo, is very manipulative. This is not just manipulation. This is creation from the point of the a self-fulfilling prophecy in a negative way, where I feel like because you might be someone who has a very pessimistic mindset, you Mm, you created something for yourself because of negative thinking. And for a moment, I dissociated there. Um, I feel like you don't really care what happens in your life. Not like you don't care, rather, you're just like very aloof, very dissociating. And mm, you might feel like you don't have the resources to do anything, but you do. In reality, you're the magician. You might be, again, a Virgo or Gemini. But you use your resources incorrectly, and especially if you're a manipulator, well, the universe won't help you a lot, you know? Like, the universe is gonna kick you in the bum. In the now. Judgment reversed. You're not being reborn. Things are not coming to the surface. Same old, same old. You're not really pushing things which no longer serve you out of the box. You're actually keeping them even more. And this is scorpionic energy. You're not transforming. You need to undergo an ego death. You need to change. Ego deaths mean where you think that you're someone or something is like you operate in a certain way, certain frequency, but you understand that there is more, so you do the specific steps so you can move forward in life, reborn, rebirth, renew. Six of Pentacles. If you don't do it, someone else is gonna help you do it. There will be reciprocity. And this will be very soon. You might be receiving monetary help from someone, or you might be helping someone else. But yeah, I heard another message. If you don't change your ego, you might have to spend money to pay for that cycle. It's weird. Maybe you're a person who thinks that they are obliged to give other people money, or the opposite, like other people are obliged to give you money, which both of them are not true. Your biggest strength, Seven of Wands reversed. You're a very open person. You don't really like to fight. And usually the Seven of Wands here, coming up reversed, I would be concerned that you don't have any boundaries. But I feel like you're so, like, you've left yourself to God in such a way that whatever is happening, you're divinely guided and divinely protected. But you're so aloof about it. And you don't have any kind of, like, yes, you can be defended by the divine. Yes, you can be helped. But they don't have to constantly go behind your bum and cleaning after your mess. Start looking after yourself better. Your biggest problem. The Empress not coming up reversed. This is so weird. You're constantly giving to others. Non-stop giving to others. Give, 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 give. And your main problem might be that you have this divine feminine energy and you're not very aware that You also have the other side of the Emperor, who is the divine masculine, which boundaries, yet again. You are so open to be, I'm hearing, to be stolen from. Energetically, monetary, like so many ways. You can be taken advantage of just because you have a good heart. Defend yourself better. The energy around you, for once, this is not bad energy. You might be going to a celebration. A marriage might be happening around you. Just the energy around you is not bad. Good things are happening around you. Yeah, very good. Maybe you have people around you who are happy. People, maybe because you give so much to others, they are able to be happy. And you have a good life around them. Your advice: release yourself. The devil reversed. Release obligations. If you're indulging in misuse of drugs, alcohol, sexual activity, anything of that sort, release yourself from that. Temper that. Control that. This will help you a lot to deal with many cycles you're reliving. The likely outcome, if you continue on this journey: King of Pentacles reversed. If you continue to give away everything you have, you will never be stable. You must learn to stabilize your finances, stabilize your life through reciprocity with the Six of Pentacles here. Saying no is a boundary which you must learn. That's okay to say no. You are not responsible for other people's happiness. I'm sorry for telling you off, but yeah, I had to learn that the hard way myself. Yeah. All right, pile 2. Now, as I told the other piles, I'm going to tell you as well. I love sexuality. And sexuality is something which we all must understand and indulge in. But not must, we can, we could, we shall, everything. But I want you to be very mindful of your sacred sexuality and how you connect with sexuality. Because sometimes we can overindulge or give our energy to people who don't either deserve or their energy is not good for us. So I want you to be very mindful with if you have different sexual partners, because you have your divine sexual energy, which you must look after. Let me see what you got. Bathroom. This one. I feel like you're coming down from the sky at the moment. And because we have the bathroom, for me, this represents cleaning yourself, cleansing yourself. I feel like you might have had a very big ego of who you are, what you do, or how, like, not a big ego. You might have thought that you know yourself, but I feel like lately you've understood, well, I don't think I actually know myself at all. And now it's a time for you to understand that it's time for you to, like, your spirit has already taken control over your ego at the moment. and you don't have an option anymore. Because you've used your ego so much, maybe for that manipulation, that now spirit is like, we're doing a whole 180 for you. Because it's time for you to change. Let's see. What do you want from me? Why is this even here? No, these are all the glues. Well, I guess you're getting all the glues. glue. And because everything has spilled, I can definitely tell you that, you see, here's the glue. You have a massive problem with gluing things back together and looking after things which you have. Because I don't know why, but anytime you're given an opportunity to mend something, you just don't use your glue. You just whoosh it. I don't know how to say that in a different way. Learn to recuperate. Learn to mend things. Learn to heal. I'm hearing. Some things are broken, and they're broken not to be thrown away, but to be healed. And this might be you. You're not to be thrown away. You are meant to heal. Thank you, Pile 2. Pile 2 is very different from all the piles up until now. Oh. We're left with 3 piles. Hello, Pile 3. For the second time. Ace of Pentacles. Are you pregnant? A new job opportunity? We'll see now. Charity. Prayer and contemplation. One second, please, because I need to read it. Call to action, Commander Ashtar. Divine Order, Lady Portia. I'm sorry if I say that wrong. Wow. I feel like now is a good opportunity for you to go into prayer and see what your spirit guides want you to do. What kind of actions you need to take. In the who you are, 8 of Pentacles. You're a very hard worker. You're really working on maybe yourself, mastering a craft. Yeah, working really hard. What's affecting you is 2 of Cups. A connection, a soul contract is affecting you. This can be many things. 6 of Swords, moving forward, divinely guided. I feel like this information you shall receive of how you can master that, because the Six of Swords can represent divinely guided information, changing your mentality after the war. The Five of Swords, you're being asked to go into prayer so that you know how to take action. And what was this? And what is the divine order? Now, in the past, Three of Cups, which is not bad. Friendship, happiness, having fun. This is very good energy. Maybe you have good friends around you, or you like to party, you like to have fun, and you have indulged in that, which is good. Now you're in the position of the Hierophant, of doing the right thing. The Hierophant is much different than the High Priestess in the sense that the High Priestess is connected to spirit, whereas the Hierophant is being given authority over religion. And he's in the position of receiving. He's very spiritually connected as well. But the difference is that he doesn't see beyond the veil. He is being given information from the divine through structure. And that structure is following rules. So you are in the position at the moment of following rules, which are possibly either are already possibly set, or you're meant to set them. In the near future, continuing on this journey, though gifted, Pandora's box shall be opened. Anything can happen. Really, anything can happen. Don't think that you know everything. Secrets are coming, could come out. Not are coming, could come out. Your biggest strength is the Fool. You don't mind starting over. You don't mind doing something reckless, something out of the ordinary. This is very Aquarian energy and Aries. Yeah. Taking up space, I heard. You don't mind taking up space. Your biggest problem, the Chariot, taking control, following what you want, ending cycles which no longer serve so you can start a new one. The Chariot is associated with Cancer, family, the heart, not exactly because the heart is associated with Leo, the chest. Your biggest problem is using your wisdom, and this can also represent something else. This can be something else, which is like you like to be so in control of things and to always say that it's gonna be only your way. And as you've probably noticed, that doesn't work in life. And I can definitely tell you that from my own perspective, even if we try to control everything, we can't, because God sees more than we do. We might think that we know a lot, we might think that we know everything, but we don't. Now, the surrounding energy, Six of Pentacles, reciprocity. You might be in a position of people giving and you giving to them, and this is not bad energy. There is support here. There is understanding. There is enough for all, I heard. Good energy. Now, what is around you? No. Your advice. Three of Pentacles. Learn to work with others. Don't be a lone wolf. I'm hearing Yes, indeed, we are the only person who's on earth and we're all mirrors, but doing it by yourself will never work out, because just because we're all mirrors doesn't mean that the other mirrors have the fragmentation of what you need. My bell is ringing specifically. Drrrr. Yeah. Going on this journey, continuing forward, you will have your independence, whatever that means that for you. You have your independence. You have everything you want. You might even have lots of money, and whatever you wish, you shall get. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Ah, wait. I have. So, as I told the other groups, I'll tell you as well. I love sexuality, and sexuality is something very important to all of us. But our bodies and energetic fields, we must really be mindful of where we spend our energy at. And be careful, as I told in the beginning of the video, defend your sacred sexuality, because you don't know who wants your energy or what kind of energy you're connecting with. Or as an example, if you connect with someone, but that someone has been with 50, 100 people before you, you're connecting with those people as well. And those people's karma and their activities and emotional states start affecting you, and it's a mess. And believe me, I've been there. I've been there. Now let's see. You got the kitchen. And this. I'm hearing spirits fucking you in the bum at the moment. I feel like your ego at the moment is just taking it, bent over and taking it by spirit. And I'm hearing you needed that, you wanted that. I don't know why that came through. Yeah, your ego had to bend down to your spirit. Let's see what you'll get from the goodie bag. Okay. Okay. I'm hearing less is more. Whatever that means. Thank you, Paltry. Now, hello, pile 8. Three of Pentacles reversed. You're refusing to work with others or to learn something. You're doing something solo. The mystic. You're just beginning to understand the mystic. The Pilgrim. Wow. Apocalypse. I feel like you're being reborn in the sense of learning your truest power and where you give your energy to and what kind of power you give away. You're in the position of restlessness and constantly you need to calm your nervous system down a bit because you truly need to relax more. What's affecting you is the Two of Cups. So contract. Another pile had the same thing affecting them. It can be many things. These can be contracts, this can be love. And the Moon reversed. Nothing is no longer hidden from you. You know a lot. You know a lot. I don't know if you're listening to your intuition exactly. I feel like you're trying to be everything all at once. Recent past, King of Wands. Either you or someone around you they did not use their power for good. Maybe you don't know your strength, or maybe you're staying in the ego, or they are staying in the ego. Maybe you used your power for something uncomfortable. 8 is associated with Saturn, so you might be very strict, like a very dominant dictatorship father. In the now, you're working. You're really taking the time to work. That's not bad. I'm a person who I appreciate people who do the job, who do the work, because this means that you actually have a plan. My Virgo brain. Yeah. Taking the time to work at the moment. In the near future, if you continue on this journey, we have justice. Things will happen exactly as they should. And just so you know, this is something which you won't even know that they have happened as they should. Biggest strength, you don't know your biggest strength. Mother of Wands, reversed. You're very seductive. and not seductive only, but also very mindful, very strategic. Jealousy. You might not like to share. Whatever is yours is yours. You like to take things. This is coming up as your power, as a good thing. So I guess I also heard you don't like to give yourself away just for the sake of giving yourself away. You might not know your worth, but you know that your worth is more than just giving yourself away. And also I'm hearing I will not defend things which don't defend me back, because I think she's shown with her eggs and looking after her eggs. Even though she has braced from a lot of attacks, she still defends them. I feel like, no, you are not someone to defend something which doesn't defend you. Biggest problem, the Lovers. Your biggest problem is love, choices, and just falling in love in general. I want you to be very mindful of who has access to your energy, because some people do not deserve it. You might have lots of love inside of you, and people want to take advantage of that. The surrounding energy. Son of Pentacles. There might be a Virgo around you. You might be a Virgo. Things are happening slowly, very slowly, but things are happening. There is productivity. There is slow movement towards a goal, but it takes time, precision, and working with energy correctly. I started biting my lip. I don't know why. Your advice. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Stop trying to control outcomes. And to have mastery over everything. You can't control everything. You can't be a master of everything. I heard this saying, you can do anything, but you can't do everything. The likely outcome. Nine of Pentacles. You will have your independence. You will get exactly what you want. Yeah. You will get exactly what you need and want. As I told the other piles, I love sexuality. And sexuality is something which we all need to embrace with lots of love and compassion. But we must be very mindful of where we spend our energy and with whom. Okay. And my advice is to protect your sacral energy from random encounters, because you don't know who and what and where have been. That way you can be sure that you're clean in your energetic field. Now, Spirit has bent your ego over, and you're getting it. You're getting it. In the living room. Your whole life at the moment is just being pleased by Spirit. Let's call it like that. That way, your ego can finally rest and allow Spirit to do its job. Let's see what you get. Got these guys. These are pastels, I think they're called, for calming the nerves. And I can tell you, they work. Thank you, Pile 8. Yeah, this is the last pile. Hello, Pile 9. Believe me, this has been such a long journey coming up to here. I can't even believe that I made it this far. So many things have happened up until I was able to come here. Yeah. Pile 9. Sorry, I just got like Pile 8 got this pastels, a finger coat for calming the nerves, and maybe it's important for you to know as well, you're really calming your nerves at the moment, just chilling, relaxing, taking time off. Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities. Oh, sorry, this is another pile. Where is Pile 9? Is this Pile 9? Yeah. Hello, Pile 9. Now, Pile 9, underneath the deck we have Death, Transformation. New things are happening for you. Altar with gratitude. Chamomile. With gentleness. Tent reversed. T-E-N-D. Maintenance. We'll see what's going on. Page of Pentacles.
Charge me, pretty please.
This was my phone. I have a shortcut when it goes under 25%. It says, charge me, pretty please. I feel like you need to be charged monetarily. And you're gonna have an opportunity to... This is you at the moment. So you are the opportunity, I'm hearing, for new monetary gains. But you need to be recharging. And be grateful for what you have. What's affecting you? Ace of Cups reversed. Either you don't have a new love in your life, or a love which never bear any fruit. And we have Queen of Pentacles as the basic information. You might be feeling very uninspired to create anything whatsoever. You're very focused on life and the material at the moment. And I feel like you're escaping this lack of Ace of Cups, lack of emotional fulfillment through the means of work and looking at ways how to progress in the 3D matrix. In the near past, Seven of Swords reversed. Certain things came out. Lies, scheming, just lots of things came out to the front. And maybe you or someone else tried to escape something, to play around the bush, but they got caught. In the now, Two of Wands. But interesting thing is, like, left or right. But I'm hearing this amazing phrase: when you can't make a decision, stay put. A third one will come up. You're really trying to figure out what to do and where to go. And you don't know. And that's okay. You're not meant to know. If you continue on this journey as you are, you will still be a bit stuck in this Eight of Swords energy of the mental trap. And the thing is, you're the one responsible for staying there. You're the one who's stopping yourself from experiencing anything. No one else. No one else has control over you. It's you who's stopping yourself. Biggest strength, Two of Pentacles. You're not one of those people who like to juggle a lot of things and to try to play things. Either this or this. That's it. No balancing, no trying to control outcomes on each side. Either this is the one or this is the one. No in between. No like juggling. Um, your worst trait, Three of Wands, pessimism, came up reversed. You might be struggling with seeing the positive side of things and looking forward to where you are already. It's like you the you're sometimes a lot further away in the future than what you sense that you are. And you don't really see too far away and have a broader perspective of how things can be. You might be someone who's very stuck in specific ways of viewing the world, specific philosophies. The energy around you, you're being divinely guided. And not only, you're moving to calmer waters. This is good. The war is over, whatever the war was. The war is over. It's time to calm down, listen to your guides, and just, there might be moving for you. You might be traveling. Yeah. Your advice. Knight of Cups reversed. I'm getting a very weird message. The first one was stop being a flirt. But the second one was, and that's a bit of an evil one, take every cup with no remorse. Stop trying to please everyone. And don't be scared to, not scared, rather, you don't need to be romantic. You don't need to give your whole heart in anything. You can just give a fragment of it. You don't even need to bring your cup to the table. You might say you do, but you don't need to. I don't know why this is coming up like that. Continue on your journey. You're continuing on your journey at the moment. You have the Eight of Cups, which is good. Because the Eight of Cups represents that you're moving away from energy, which, yeah, it might have fulfilled you a little bit, but it's time for something new. Because you know there is better coming up for you. So continue on this journey, and good things are happening for you. And you must be very grateful for the wisdom you've gained. Now, yet again, as I told the other piles, I love sexuality. Love is hard to say because, I love sexuality. I'm a Scorpio rising, so I love everything associated with sexuality. But I also respect it, not just love it. I respect it. I'm a person who really is very mindful of how I spend my sexual energy, and I don't just go around and play about with anyone. Yeah, sometimes I might when I'm feeling like it, but I don't just like go on different apps just for the sake of pleasure. Look after your divine sexuality. Be careful who you mingle with, because you don't know who they've mingled with. And yeah, let's see what you get. What is this? Bedroom. Rest more, my lovely. Take time to rest more. And this is such an interesting message because this came up with 3 piles, and every single time it came in a specific way. But here I feel like your spirit is pleasing your ego. It's like trying to pick you up. So yeah, it's such interesting energy. It's like helping you helping your ego stand back up and know its worth. Yeah, it's coming from the bottom, from the backside, let's say, but still it's assistance, and it's in the bedroom. It's in the place where you feel safe, where you sleep. So yeah, pile 9. Thank you so much for being here. Wait. What will you get? You got the lavender. Lavender. I think this was the lavender, if I'm not mistaken. This might not be lavender. This might be... maybe it's skull cap. I don't know which one it is. Let me choose another one. This is the lavender. We spoke about the lavender when we got the lavender. Relaxation. Take a bath with some lavender essential oil and gardenia if you have problems with anger. Gardenia is an amazing suitor as well. So yeah, thank you pile 9, and thank you all who watched, and I wish you all a very nice fire horse year. Hello, group 1. Group 1 are the people who are born on the 1st or the 11th or 29th. So I'm pleased to read for you. Now, oh god, where did I put everything? And all that. Now, bear in mind, all of the readings are gonna be a bit long, so keep that in mind. Okay. So, pile 1, group 1. We have the Aquarian card, the star card here, which is the underlying energy. And I want to point out that what is being released at the moment with this eclipse is, and you don't even understand that, is that you have healing spirits around you who are, either you want it or not, they are assisting you in moving forward with your journey of having a more positive outlook on life. Also, I will be using reversals today, and I need to go closer to my lamp, because if you're new here, I have about 10% to 15% vision left in my eyes. This one is very bad. This one is better. So if you see me doing this or doing the puppy movements, it's because I am disabled. So yeah, maybe you're disabled as well. So hello. We have the leaves. I think this was the community card. Regrowth card. Okay. Yeah, definitely healing. sage wisdom. And seeds, new ideas. At the moment, you're going in a journey where you feel like life is lifing, and there's no place for you to move forward, and it's like the whole world it's hard for you. But I want to remind you that this is not happening to you, it's happening for you. And this is so that you can regrow and heal and create something better for yourself, which comes from wisdom, understanding, and higher purpose and knowledge. Now, who you are in the situation is Queen of Swords. What's affecting you? Three of Cups. Maybe you don't have support from friends. And Nine of Cups. This is the energy which I'm beginning here with is you're in a position where you feel like you can't be emotional at the moment. You really need to be very strict with what's happening around you because you don't really have the support which you need. You excuse me. You think like you don't have that support because you probably searched for something. You probably asked for support, but you didn't receive it. And we'll see what's coming up. In the near past, you had an Ace of Pentacles. So, as I told, I feel like that's what I'm hearing. This was an opportunity for you to have a different life, especially in the 3D matrix. And this is a divine intervention. So you had a divine intervention, especially with your material life, whatever that way can manifest it in your life. In the now, the Emperor reversed. You feel like you don't have control. Like everything you've worked for, all the things which you were able to manage, which for a number one card, this is, of course, not cards, excuse me, for number one, you like to be in control. You like to be the first. You like to lead. And now you're put in a position where it's not up to you to say how and what things will go. So now it's important for you to understand that you are never meant to have full control. You are only meant to control yourself through any kind of motions of life. And with this eclipse of Aquarius, how do you perceive vibrations? And what do you think? Because Aquarius, you know, is the sign with this thing. So how we think. This is a very stable electricity. And in the near future, if you continue on this road with this energetic frequency, which you're using at the moment, we have the Queen of Cups reversed. I don't mind that, but I'll tell you this. I really want you to listen to your emotions and to feel them. Because at the moment, you're this Queen of Swords, who's this, bear in mind, the Queen, if I say Queen, King, Emperor, doesn't matter genders, okay? So you can be cis male who is a queen. Here, you're in the position of intellectualizing emotions, and good things are coming for you, coming up forward, because you're looking towards the future. But I am not sure whether you're really feeling your emotions correctly. It's like you have this positive mindset about the future in your emotions, your intuition, but also you're not really feeling the emotions which have been stirred inside you. So, although good things are happening for you in the future, at the moment you might be creating tension in your energetic field, which is associated with I don't have control, and because I don't have control, I shouldn't feel. So, please take note of your emotions and meditate. Now, your biggest strength, Five of Pentacles. You are you work very well when you feel left out, and especially when you feel like you don't have the resources. And I feel like this is what I feel like. Anytime you feel like the world is falling apart, you're being reminded to connect with higher self, God, the universe. And the energy here is saying, hey, uh, your biggest strength is really working with tough times. So acknowledge that. Remember those times in life when you're having it very rough, especially if you don't have money, poverty, anything like that, feeling left out, feeling emotion. This is the card of emotional winter. So whatever was happening, remember those times and how you dealt with that. This will help you to move forward now. Your biggest problem, yeah, I can see that strength. You're trying to control everything yet again. You're in a loop. This is not the first time you're here. This is just another time when you're being shown that trying to control everything and everything to come out as you want it to go, this won't really create this doesn't create your reality correctly, because yes, indeed, we must tame our beasts and we must create our reality, but we shouldn't create it to the extent of seeing exactly what must happen. Rather, we must give a very broad understanding of what we need so the universe can provide that for us. Because what we can create for ourselves will never be better than what the universe can give us. Never. Now, the surrounding energy. Temperance reversed. The energy around you is lack of healing. At the moment, around you, there is not really not a real balance between um, working with emotions and impulsivity. And not only you, maybe other people around you are choosing not to feel and or not to be impulsive. And instead of alchemizing processes which no longer serve you, the energy around you is like very stagnant. And instead of moving forward with higher purpose and understanding, you're being stuck in lacking the philosophical understanding of life. You're trying to see everything very, I'm hearing scientifically, but you must balance that. Your advice and the cycle. You've come so far, and it's time for you to close that loop which no longer serves you. And you see how this is the moon, or at least I feel like it's the moon, and it's this movement forward where you might feel like, oh, I'm not ready because of the darker image, but in reality, your inner self has been illuminated already. You are ready to let go. You are ready to move forward to the next chapter. And the likely outcome, if you continue with this loop and energetic field, you have the Five of Wands. Struggle might continue. Please recognize your nervous system, work with your energetic field, start meditating and work with why do you create problems for yourself. Yeah, this is the tarot. Now for the dice. I want to remind you all that uh, not just pile one, but for all, but I'll be saying it for all the piles and groups and everything. Sexuality and pleasure is an important part of us, but it never must be misused. But we can also have fun with it, especially if you have a loving partner. Don't be scared to experiment a bit. So let's see what you got. Okay. So we got. Ooh. So you got toys. Maybe it's time to use some toys. And also, this is an interesting one. And bear in mind, although this is like sexual, I want you to remember that this can be you with your spirit, connecting with the two sides of you, the light and dark. So really work with that and connect through your own sacred sexuality. And from the goodie bag, okay, you got lemon balm. Lemon balm. Lemon balm is amazing for cleansing and clearing off old energies and stabilizing your nervous system. So go to the shop, buy yourself some lemon balm, some chamomile and lavender, and make teas for yourself so you can calm yourself and work with whatever must be worked with in your system. Yeah. Thank you, Pile 1, and I hope that the fire horse will bring you a very good year. Yeah. Let's see. Hello, Pile 2. What's happening here? 3. Okay. What? Oh, sorry, this is not your. For some reason, pile 2 and pile 1 might be connected because I got pile 1's cards yet again. So I don't know what happened there. Oh, I get it now. Sorry. Yeah, maybe pile 1 has messages for you again, but don't really feel like you need. Maybe you're born on the 11th and you have messages in both pile 1 and pile 2. Hello, pile 2. Ooh, underlying energy, Ace of Swords. Either I'm gonna bring messages to you now, or you are receiving divine intervention. Oh my god, we had the Ace of Pentacles there, and now we have Ace of Swords here. You're receiving information about how to say, how you communicate or what you must know. Now, let me see what kind of information we have here. Holy Amethyst, which is divine alchemy. You must alchemize something in your life. Master Buddha, increased awareness. Saint Germain and release karma. So immediately I must tell you, well, that's what I'm hearing. You feel like you're having to pay for karma, but that's not your karma to hold. That's not something which you must uh, deal with, especially if it's, we like to think, oh, I have this karma from my family. Not exactly. Sometimes we have these things which are lingering, and it's up to us to release them, to acknowledge them. And you can use a ritual where a simple ritual is just lighting up a candle and asking, not asking, but really standing on your ground and saying, uh, ancestors and family and anyone who's been before me, I thank you for your lessons, but I shall not continue this karmic cycle. This is not for me to hold anymore. I shall not be burdened by this energetic field. This is no longer for me to use for knowledge because I've learned my lesson. And Spirit here is saying with this Aquarian eclipse, check where it's in your chart, and depending on which house it falls in, this is where you feel like you have this karmic energetic field which you must release. Let's start. Immediately we have temperance, healing. This is you. You're in the midst of alchemizing. Two cards of alchemy. Alchemy is the process of taking one thing and turning it into something else. Now, this can happen in many ways, but me as a Scorpio rising, I usually do it through emotions, very intense emotional states. And it depends on different people. You can use alchemy just like, as an example, you have some water and you put it on a stove and turn up the heat, and then you take some oils and then you put them inside the water and the mixture and everything, and you create skincare. Now this is again alchemy. So bear in mind that this is something which is happening with you at the moment, and you're in the midst of healing, and very good healing, by the way. What is happening with you and what's affecting you is that you're not able to move on from something, and you understand that there is something better for you coming up, but you're still stagnant and very, as I said in a previous video, you are crying over spilled milk, and you still have things to drink. And usually in the Rider-Waite tarot, there is this bridge, but the person is so focused and so in the dark and depressed and staying in uncomfortable energy that they don't even dare to look just like that to see the bridge moving forward. And this is what's affecting you. So maybe this can be a passed on love, not passed on lover, passed on, like, okay, so a past lover, passed on lover, whatever the case is, you really need to move forward because it's time for you to be happy. And this season for you is of release of what no longer serves you. Queen of Swords. Although you're very intelligent and understanding, I don't think you're really listening to your emotional state correctly. And what's happening is that you're not cutting through illusions. And yes, it's happening slowly, but it's more like, because this is Libra energy, bear in mind that whatever you give out, this is what you shall receive. Whatever you say, this is what you create. And if you are saying, I'll never find love again, I am hearing this, I'm too old, I am too something. Yes, you won't, because you're creating that reality for yourself. Now, that doesn't mean that you need to go with a big ego being like, oh, I'm the best. No, it's more about really recognizing that no, you're never too old for something or too something for something. You are perfect, you're amazing, you're lovable, you deserve love, you deserve compassion. And my advice is, okay, intellectualize things because this is the way you move, but don't forget to feel things. If you're sad, feel sad, but don't dwell on that for too long. Cut through the illusions. Now, in the past, you had options, and I'm hearing like you were contemplating what to do. And it's more about, this can be, it's not coming up reverse, so I won't say that it's something bad, but it's definitely the energy of, sorry, a dream of mine came to me, so it's a bit weird. I'm having this mixed in energy at the moment. Drinking and indulging, scrying. Maybe you're trying to figure out something, maybe you were trying to figure out something through seeing all the options available, which isn't bad. And it's a good thing that you've taken the time to really consider what is out there for you. In the now, the star, good. Healing is happening, optimism. You're coming into this understanding of, well, at the end of the day, life is life. And I need to move on. And I'm feeling a bit better than I used to be. And I need to have a positive outlook on life. I need to understand that the worst is in the past. And it's time for me to move forward with whatever was happening in your life so that I can be happy because I deserve to be happy. The universe looks after me, the universe loves me. And in the near future, slow movements will lead to great experiences. And there might be a Virgo coming up in your life. You might be a Virgo. But take small steps. At least this is what's going to be happening. You're going to be taking small steps to stabilize and to create a whole new foundation for yourself. Virgo is very meticulous. It takes time and it's slow. This is the slowest prince of all. So don't rush any process because you need to be taking time off for yourself and especially look after your health. You'll be looking after your health a lot more. Now, your biggest strength is the Six of Wands. Aren't you a good looker? You look very, very good. And you always win. Somehow, whatever happens in your life, you're always the winner. And people praise you. People really like you. Maybe you don't see that yourself like that, but in reality, it's true. Because I'm hearing these people always come back. So if you've been really dealing with someone who left you, they always come back. And they recognize your value. People know your value. Now, your biggest problem, Four of Cups. I'm hearing apathy coming from, and I feel like this is from a very long time, where the universe brings you something and you don't really take it. You don't really work with it. You just stay in apathy, feeling like, whatever this thing is, it's never gonna last. I see that these are my cards which I've been dealt, and life is awful. So this very pessimistic life energy, emotional stagnation is here. And my advice to you is, when the universe brings you something, take it and work with it, because life is too short and you never know when that opportunity is no longer there for you. Your advice, Two of Pentacles. Learn to balance. Balance life, balance emotions, balance thinking, balance everything in your life, and to juggle. Maybe you're a person of extremes, you're either this or that. And the advice here is, especially with finances here, you're being asked to stabilize your finances better, to think of new ways of how you can work with cycling money. That's what I'm hearing. Not spending, cycling money. And doing that will provide you with even more. And you don't need to be a joker and to that's what I'm hearing. You don't need to be a joker to please the universe or people around you. You need only to juggle your own life, your own finances, and what you have already, so that you can go into motion correctly. Because once you are able to do the motion of juggling, you're able to bring even more to the juggling. A likely outcome, King of Pentacles. Aren't you gonna be a rich bitch, baby? Stability is coming for you. Continue on your path. You're doing amazing. You're doing amazing. What you're doing is exactly what you should be doing. And this will bring lots of abundance, but this will come slowly. Take time. Maybe at the moment you're really trying to create stability for yourself monetarily, and it will come. It will come. But take your time. Do not rush anything. Ace of Swords again underneath the deck. Maybe you needed the assurance today to be like, is this really the right path for me? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Yes, I confirm that for you. You're doing amazing and just exactly what you should be doing. This alchemizing process is perfect. You're doing an amazing job. Now, as I stated with group 1, I'll state it here with you. Having fun with sexuality is very important. Why do I do that? Because I'm a Scorpio rising and I have Mars in Scorpio, so I love sexuality, but also I like to restrict sexuality just so that I can, I don't know, I'm a bit of a weird person. Maybe not a lot of people are like me, but I like to restrict myself from sexuality. It brings me joy to not get what I want exactly when I want it. Just like with food, I like to stop myself from eating when I want to eat even more. Maybe this is an important message. So defend your sacred sexuality, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, and maybe use your sexuality as an alchemical process. Let's say if you have a partner and you have some nice time together. Let me see what card state maybe is important. For some reason I have the Magician here. Spell work. You have all the tools at your disposal. I'm gonna keep it here because I don't know which card is missing and from which side, so I really will be using this. But what is important here is for you to understand that using your sexuality and not overindulging in it can be an alchemizing process for you. As an example, what I like to do is when I am doing the do, I do spell work during it. And bear in mind, I'm not doing it with other people because I'm defending my sacred sexuality. I don't really like to work with other people during these processes because, and not exactly, if I have a partner with me, I love that. But when I'm single, I don't go around doing anything with anyone because I don't want to connect with random people. I'm weird, okay? I'm a bit weird. Now, Let's see what you got. Oh, this is so cute. Such like the classics. Yeah, the classics. So you're you're very classy, just so you know that. You're very, very classy. And toys. Yet again, you have a connection with pile one, I think. Um I want you to you don't have to use toys, but go to the basics. Understand, go back in time when you first understood sexuality and understand it even better for yourself. Why do you even experience sexuality? What is sexuality for you? How did it become what it became for you? And let's see what we're gonna get here. Oh, you got the gun. Oh, not only the gun, you're getting. Which one is it? Is it the badge? I think you. Okay. Fine. You're getting the badge of honor. You've been through a lot, babes, and it's time to glue yourself back. Glue yourself back. Connect with your sacred sexuality. Understand that you have this badge, and I think this is called a FOP. So FOP. Be mindful of how you experience sexuality, and just maybe you need to be artistic, okay, to alchemize something. And maybe back then you were using artistry to alchemize things when you started experiencing sexuality. So just so you know. Thank you, pile 2. This was such an interesting pile. Like, I loved it. I loved it so much. Pile 3. Hello. Let's see what you have. Mother of Swords. Oh my god, why is everyone Queen of Swords today? Everyone's doing the Queen of Swords. Are you intellectualizing emotions? Why is everyone intellectualizing emotions instead of feeling them? This is so weird. I'm sorry, it's just that I'm not a person like that. So for me, it's always weird when people try to intellectualize emotions. You either feel something or you don't. That's life. Should this go here? Should this go somewhere? Yeah, okay. Let's see. Now, let's see what we have here. The vision. You can work with... You can scry, and you can see things. Fault line. And the ocean. I'm hearing a very interesting message. I feel like you have a certain understanding of how depth and emotions work. And you might think like this is something which breaks and creates tension for you. But in reality, this is how you truly connect with the depth of the soul. Just as I'm hearing this as an example. If you've watched the movie with Jesus, or if you've read the Bible, he cleans off the feet of his like the people, and he tells them, I've cleaned your feet, now you must clean each other's feet. And many people do not understand the ancient scripts, but at least I can give you this. The feet are associated with Pisces, with karma, with sacrifice. Which sacrifice? Do not think sacrifice just like we know what's been happening in the world. It's more about releasing something old from the past, especially karmic patterns which no longer serve you, so that you can move forward into something cleaner. And with the energy here, and why did I say that? Because if you've cleaned someone else's feet, or someone else has cleaned your feet, it's not like you're obliged, but it's important for you to understand that you also have that responsibility, or they have responsibility towards you to do the same. Do not be, ooh, excuse me, this is a confirmation word for what I'm going to say. Do not be scared of deep emotional states and intuitions which you have inside of you, because you do have the visions, you do have the understanding, but I feel like you're trying to create blockages for yourself. We'll see what's happening, and especially with this Queen of Swords, intellectualizing emotions. Yeah. Immediately. You're in the position of Daughter of Swords, reversed. Why are you scared from this new experience of learning something new? Maybe you're not scared, but maybe you don't want to be naive. What's happening is that we have the Two of Swords here. This is not about listening to your intuition and trying to see beyond the veil. And it's like things are very out in your face, like very close. And you're like, no, I am sure that there is something more here. This can't be true. And this is what's affecting you, because you're like, this can't be. I don't want that. This is not the truth. Father of Pentacles reversed. You're refusing to stabilize yourself. You're refusing. Oh, sorry, this is Daughter of Pentacles. Still, you're refusing this new journey. We have the two daughters here, and both of them reversed. You're refusing to learn. You're refusing to experience new things, and you don't want to be misused. You don't want to be put in a position where someone takes advantage of you, which I understand, but I really need you to connect with your emotions, at least, if not anything else. I'm seeing this game, which I don't know the name of the game, but it's like a music tiles, I think, where you click start and the tiles come up, and you click on the tiles to for the music, and it's very weird. So I feel like you are, that's what I'm hearing, you're learning how to you're learning how to dance, but not dance. You're learning how to click on the exact tile without feeling scared that you're gonna make a wrong choice. And I'll tell you why it's not a problem, because even if you make the wrong choice and you're right at the end of ending something, you still have the option to click for watch a video to continue from where you are. So if you've done the work, the universe will be like, don't worry, you're just gonna watch a video. Maybe you're just gonna watch something educational, and you're gonna see the truth and move forward. In the near past, Hecate is looking after you, or looking at you. And she's guiding you. This might be spell work. In the near past, you've suddenly acknowledged that you're in a very dark place. But that's your safe space. And now you're kind of, all right, but is this the place where I need to be? And the next card will be the Sun, which comes after the Moon, which brings clarity, childlike fun, happiness. And here you have this energy of, well, this is the energy of the dark night of the soul. If you don't know what the dark night of the soul is, we have these moments in life where we are either stagnant or things collapse and just many things happen. And this energy here is saying you are actually being protected in the mists of not knowing everything. And this is in the near past, but also you can't stay there forever. This is a liminal space. This is a transitional space. And bear in mind, this card, you didn't even know about it. Like, you didn't even know that you're there. Maybe you don't even know that maybe someone's doing spell work on you. I don't know. You don't even know this as well, which is coming up at the moment. And bear in mind, do take what resonates and use your discernment. Don't go and saying, oh, someone's doing spell work on me. No, it doesn't have to be. I'm just giving different informations which I'm hearing. Ace of Cups reversed at the moment, and you don't even know that. Do you know that your cup is absolutely dry and you're pouring your energy somewhere where it shouldn't at all be? Like, what you're doing at the moment is not acknowledging that you need love, that you deserve to be loved. You don't even see that. Maybe you don't think about that. You're just like, nah, I don't care. If you continue on this road of what you're doing at the moment, this is not too bad. We have the 8 of Swords here. Is it the 8 of Swords? I think it's the 8 of Swords. Yeah, 8 of Swords reversed. You're in a period of transformation at the moment. And this mental trap you're in at the moment, you're gonna get out of it. You're doing good. Well done. Just know that you need to feel your emotions, just like with some other like groups there. You really need to feel things correctly. And feeling things and where you pour your feelings into is important. Yeah. So this is the energy of coming up, what's coming up very shortly for you. You're gonna get out of a mental trap. Your biggest strength, Son of Swords reversed. You don't like to rush things. You take time before you speak. You are not the most impulsive person. Well, then I'm the opposite. And you mind your words. I'm hearing you have a very soft voice. So maybe you like balance. You don't want to cause distress in other people's lives. The biggest problem with you is the 9 of Wands reversed. And when it's like this, I would say that you like to fight for things. But when it's coming up like this, you don't really fight for things. And you're just like... And it's not like fighting, okay? This is not going to war. This is more about you're constantly trying to heal something. So something happens and you're like, okay, this is something for me to heal, to intellectualize emotionally and move forward. And look how it's going down towards the crescent moon, looking that side. I feel like you're constantly looking at the past with things at things which happened in the past emotionally, and instead of you moving forward and healing, actually, you're You've healed the past already, I think. So many times you healed it, but you're like, I still need to do a lot of work. The energy around you. Mm. You have the sun reversed. I did mention that the sun is coming up, but it's around you, but because it's reversed, something around you is not being illuminated. Something around you is happening which you're not really aware of. There might be hidden things happening which are, I don't know. But yeah, and these are energetic fields. Yeah, maybe people around you are not very happy. Maybe the energy around you is not happy. And especially if you're constantly in the moon, how are you gonna be happy when you're constantly depressed? Because Piscean energy. Yeah, this is the energy around you. There's not a lot of happiness around you. Not a lot of happiness. And maybe you need to surround yourself with different people who bring forth this joyful childlike energy for you, which doesn't put you in the position of unhappiness. Your advice. 7 of Wands, reversed. Stop trying to win. Stop trying to be over everyone and to create boundaries with everything and everyone and every situation. Yes, this works. Indeed, this works. You are able to come out on top. You're able to feel secure. But look how it's closed off. You can't bloom that way. You can't flourish. And this reminds me of a flame which I'm hearing you need to cleanse. Cleanse your energetic field. The likely outcome. Isn't this interesting? 6 of Cups. Whatever you do, what is meant for you, even if it's from the past, it will be there for you. Coming back to your roots, coming back to yourself, speak to your ancestors. Do a meditation for ancestry work, not with other people. Do it by yourself. Connect with them. May they bring you information. What's happening here is that something from the past will be coming back to you, which you think you've lost. Yeah. And this can be joy with life. This can be you feeling fulfilled in life again. Yeah. Thank you, pile 3. Oh, wait, pile 3. We still have not ended this. As I told the other groups, sexuality is something which I adore and love, but it's something which is very sacred. And we can't just be going around and being like, giving it to everyone. Now, let's see what you got. What is this? outside. What do you want to do outside? I want to point out that if you have a partner, maybe you can speak with them and say, hey, how about we change things a little bit? But also, I want to remind you that this can be your light and dark. And I want you to understand that even if you're dark on the outside, your inside is very pure. And I don't know why this message is coming up like that, but it's coming up like that. Bear in mind that your ego is trying to control your soul to please itself. And even if that's the case, the soul is the one who's doing the do. Even though the ego is like, no, I'm in control. And because we have the outdoor, you're very transparent for people. Do you know that? You might think that you're hiding, but the outdoor is the white information here. So you're being seen for who you are. And yeah, defend your sacred sexuality. And let's see. Okay, you got the pipette. Measurements. Alchemy. I don't know. It's so weird. Measurements. Stop measuring yourself to others. Maybe you have low self-esteem. Stop measuring yourself to others. You are perfect. We're all perfect human beings. We are made in the image of God. No one is better than the other. Yeah, some people, as an example, I think I look decent, but I'm blind. And there are people who are not blind, but they might not be as good looking. And good looking is created by standards of other people, not by us. So stop pushing yourself to fit measurements of other people, because you are perfect just as you are. Woo! Okay, let's go. So many deja vus lately. Hello, Pile 4. I'm pleased to have you today. High Priestess. You're gonna be a very spiritual pile, aren't you? Let's see. The Divine Director. Intervention and purpose. Okay. Lady Venus. Downloads and understanding. Isis. Magic manifesting. Immediate. I told you you're the spiritual pile. You've come into your power. You really learned how to control a lot. You're a divine feminine. High priest, high priestess, doesn't matter. You are really connected to the divine. And I feel like the divine at the moment is really helping you connect with your highest potential. Something has happened where this is what I'm hearing. Well, I tried something and my life is kind of changed now. And I'm a bit wary, but I think it's happening what I want to happen, but why did I have to lose something? You don't have to have lost something, but that's how I'm getting it. And the divine is like, well, that's how it works. You open some space for something new to come in. And yeah, you're really, really connected. And you see beyond the veil. Welcome. Uh, yeah. Piscean energy. You might be a Pisces here. Princess of Cups. Piscean energy. Oh, sorry. What's affecting you? Two of Wands. What should I do? My life has been changed. I mean, I see new things. I'm experiencing new emotions. I'm 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 suddenly very intuitive. I have these special powers which I don't understand. What should I be doing? Mm, that's good. Bear that in mind. Bear in mind that that's very good. Don't rush the process. Take time. Don't be the Lulu, even though the Lulu is the Sululu. Don't be the Lulu and ground. Ground your skills. There are many people awakening at the moment, and some people have different skills, and some skills are good, and some are something which we must use very wisely. So I want you to be very understanding with yourself. Don't rush any process happening here, and really connect with your intuition correctly and ground. Connect with intuition and ground. Connect with intuition, ground. As an example, one day be spiritual, one day be human. Because now more than ever, all spiritual beings must be grounded. Because if you're in this power, I think you know that there are new energies, and looking after your nervous system and how you manifest things and how much you're in control of your reality is important. Do not fight anything and do not misuse your power because it can backfire. Use it for the collective good. But I feel like with the High Priestess, you already know that. You already know that. Now, in the near past, Four of Pentacles, you put up some good boundaries somewhere. You did something. Maybe you started saving up money, or maybe you said no or yes to some things. Whatever the case may be, you're very stable. You chose stability, and I feel like uh this is the information I got. I wanted some more finances to come towards me, and they came, and now I'm more stable. Or at least you were like, I want to be more stable in my finances, and now you're more stable. In the now, Queen of Pentacles, definitely, definitely. You're now in the position of, I can do everything I want. And I always connect this card with Neptune in Capricorn. So if you're born, I'm born 97 and we have Neptune in Cap, we can manifest things into existence very fast. Like, very, very fast. And I feel like you recognized that for yourself as well. You understood that you're the Queen of Pentacles. You're this very nurturing, adaptive energy, which knows that she can be rich, beautiful, abundant. This is Capricorn energy. And she looks after Gaia. She looks after her family. You're in a good position, in a very good position at the moment. I'm very envy of you, and I'm also very grateful to you. I don't know why. Like, what's happening? Like, why is my brain like that? It's very weird. There might be people around you who are a bit envious of you. So, shush it. Shush about your progress. Don't speak a lot about it. Don't act different. The Empress coming up. Continue on this journey, babes. You're from a Queen of Pentacles to an Empress. Perfect. You might be becoming a mom. This is amazing energy. You're really connecting with your divine feminine even more. I love this spread. I love it. You're coming into fruition and adaptivity. And bear in mind, you're still the Queen of Pentacles. And you might be feeling, yeah, I got everything. There is more coming for you. The divine operator is just gonna be like, here's more, and more, and more. Of course, I'm here to remind you that responsibility is also here. Bear this in mind. Do not be reckless. Your biggest strength is that you like to party. You like to celebrate others. You're a very good soul. You're not a jealous person. You're someone who sees other people's achievements and you're like, yeah, I'm so happy for you. And experiencing joy and family, and just you're a person of humanity. You might be a very altruistic person. Are you born around the same dates as me? Are you born in 97? Maybe you have Jupiter and Uranus in Aquarius, just like me. You're a person of humanity. You might be the so-called Earth angels. And you're being awakened. You've been awakened to your power of creation. The biggest problem here is the Five of Swords. Be careful what you speak into existence. I feel like you might be someone who swears a lot, or you like to fight. Stop that. Control yourself. How you create your reality specifically for you with your voice. Be mindful what you say. Be mindful what people surround you and what kind of energy they bring to you. What do they push out of you? Be careful what you watch. Be careful what energy you resonate with and you create and tell your friends about, because that becomes your reality. Energy around you. Nine of Cups. Oh, I love this spread. Wish fulfillments. Absolutely emotional. I like to remind this card of like, I have everything, but what more can I have? What more is there out there for me? I have everything, but I can have even more, can't I? I can be even more fulfilled. And this is not bad. You're not, you and your energy around you, the universe is like, come on, let's bring even more good things to the table. You've learned how to create that. Let's bring even better things. My suggestion to you is use it for the collective good. Use it as an example of, because you might be feeling like, oh, I have everything. Okay, if you have everything, speak into existence what you think the world should be. Think globally, do locally. Okay? And you're gonna see that into existence as well. And this will make you even happier and even happier. You have a lot more power than you think. A lot more power than you think. Yeah. Let's see. The advice. Prince of Wands. This is interesting energy. Don't be scared to be impulsive. Move forward with your impulsivity. Of course, don't be reckless, but Spirit's saying, go on, you have the power. Blaze a trail, create a new trail, create things into your reality. As an example, I was back in December, I was feeling very low, and I was like, oh, I really wish I could see more, like, better things inside the world. And in the beginning of January, pandas were no longer going extinct. So I was like, great, it's working. So maybe that's something which is, maybe you have so many ideas about how the world should be. Go for it. Go for it. Change the world. You have more power than you think. Likely outcome if you continue on this journey. Seven of Swords. I feel this is connected with you being a bit shush about your powers. Because, as I told you, people could be envious. Don't tell anyone about this. Not even your close ones. Closest of people. Work in the shadow. You see how the lunar eclipse? Aquarius, new moon, eclipse. Be shush about it. Real power is strong when it's shushed. Yeah. All right. And now, pile 4. Let's see. As I told the other piles, I'll tell you as well. I love sexuality. And sexuality is very important. But we shouldn't be overindulging and spreading our energy around with just random people. Because, maybe you don't know, when you connect with someone, it takes years to disengage from this bond. And I want you to be mindful of how you spend your energy sexually. Let me see what you got. Ooh. You got the living room and this. I feel like your spirit likes to please you. You're a cook witch, I think it's called. You make magic through food and a living room. Not exactly, but I stand behind what I said. I want you to know that you have a very, very strong spirit, whatever that spirit is. And you have ancestral knowledge which is not seen. And it's good that it's not seen. It's better for you, for most people to not know. Do not go around town and just online and being like, yeah, I'm anointed by. Shush it. Be a good boy or a girl. And And I'm hearing please yourself through the indulgence of what you can create for yourself. What do you want? The gloves. I'm hearing I'm a very neat person. I like things to be clean. I like things to be appropriately. So, these are rubber gloves, and I'm hearing this sensually. Maybe you need some rubber fun and some latex fun. So yeah, thank you, Pile, for. Oh, I love this reading so much. Ah, perfect. Perfect. So happy. Cause I'm happy. Clap along if you think meow 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 meow. Okay. Sorry. Mm. Mm. 1, 2, 3. Mm. What the hell is going on here? Did I choose the wrong pile? Oh, okay. Did I butcher off the piles, mate? I think I did. Man. Okay.